Oh, Sony announced a new Ghost of Tsushima game. Okay. Alright, Ghost of Yotei. Not bad, not bad. And it's a FEMOID.
Again!
What is up, YouTube? My name is Mario, aka the real Super Mario. Check out the main channel because the main channel is popping, aka the Loot Box Hero, aka YouTube's greatest fat man here, bringing you another video. Alright, so interesting times, man. So Sony has finally announced the sequel to the Ghost of Tsushima, and it is the Ghost of Yotei. So they're basically doing a different story. This one takes place 300 years beyond the Mongolian invasion of Tsushima. So this is a different tale, different story. It takes place around the areas around the mountain of Yotei. So Yotei is in Hokkaido. So that will be in northern Japan. So pretty interesting. You know, the real thing is the discussion about this game has gone the same way the discussion of most big games go nowadays. It's gone into a culture war argument with the culture warriors believing that this is yet another case of DEI in games, and the non-culture warriors or the wokes are believing that, oh, well, the culture warriors are they just hate women and people of color and women of color and happiness and flowers and everything. It is what it is, all right? And to me, I think that the argument is kind of dumb, you know what I'm saying? But it's something I was always afraid was going to happen, is happening. And that is that forced diversity has been going on for so long that any diversity is being counted as forced diversity, which, I mean, I had a feeling it was going to happen. Forced diversity has killed real diversity. So, of course, you want to continue getting videos like this from me. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, all that good stuff that YouTube requires you to do. To continue getting videos from me, follow me on twitter.com/rsmart128. Like my video tweet, share my video tweet, and I'll shout you out at this portion of the video. All right, so I'm gonna set you up here and tell you about Ghost of Yotei. Ghost of Yotei takes place 300 years past when Ghost of Tsushima took place in 1603. Though obviously we are still slicing up people with similar weaponry, there are fewer, more organized samurai clans then, and more roaming ronin like Atsu now. And of course, in a quote from Sucker Punch, they said, "We also wanted to continue to innovate and create something fresh but familiar. We looked beyond Jin Sakai's story in the island of Tsushima and shifted our attention to the idea of the ghost instead. At Sucker Punch, we love origin stories, and we wanted to explore what it could mean to have a new hero wearing a ghost mask and uncovering a new legend. This led us to the Ghost of Yotei, a new protagonist, a new story to unfold, and a new region of Japan to explore." So, to me, sounds good. Ghost of Tsushima is one of my favorite games of all time. It's hard, but it's fun. Like once you get in there, you get good, it's fun. All right, but it's not so aggressively hard that it's like, you know, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. It's not that hard, but it is hard though. It's hard enough that when you get good at it, you feel good from playing it. You know, you feel like you accomplished something. You know what I'm saying? But the crux of this is a lot of people believe that because the character is female, that it is forced diversity. And personally, I kind of disagree with this so far. All right, because I was wrong about Gay Yasuke, okay? I was wrong, I'll admit it, you know what I'm saying? But again, I still give the benefit of the doubt to things, and I still believe that there is good diversity out there, and not every bit of diversity is forced diversity. All right, not every black character is going to be a woke black character, you know, yelling the tenets of Black Lives Matter and down with the police. Not every black character is going to be like that. Not every woman's character is going to be some, you know, fourth wave feminist with a half shaven head and whatever. It's not always going to be that way. All right, and I already know what you're saying. All right, Mario, what is forced diversity, Mario? What is forced diversity, you racist, bigoted, cripplephobe? What is forced diversity? Well, I'll tell you what forced diversity is. Imagine you're making a fantasy game. Let's call it Dragon Age, right? And you want, everybody to feel represented, right? So you want to put top surgery scars in your game. Okay, one way to do that would be to, take the top surgery scars and put them into a category in the create a player menu with other scars. So, because personally, I like the eye scars like Kakashi. I like to put those on my characters. There's probably all types of scars, right? Put the top surgery scars in there with the other scars so that people who have top surgery, either for, being trans or maybe they had breast cancer or whatever, and they got top surgery scars. Okay, well then you say, oh, they'll see those scars in that section and be like, oh, those are like the scars that I have. They make me feel encouraged. I want those on my character. And they'll put them on their character, But what you don't do is you don't make a whole freaking section just for top surgery scars where you could turn on the top surgery scars or turn them off. That's dumb. That's forced diversity. All right, you don't have to do that. If to represent them, you can just represent them like you represent any other normal person with a scar. You know what I'm saying? Do you have the Kakashi eye scar slider? No, just the top surgery one. That's forced diversity. Or like you look at something like just create a character menus altogether where there's no male or female option. It's just body type 1, body type 2. That is forced diversity, okay? I mean, why do that when you can just have a third option, which is the, non-binary or the just body option? Where that way, if that person doesn't believe that their character or they or them is, binary or whatever, they can pick that option. That's how you do regular diversity, like organic diversity. You don't take away from who was already there, but you add an option for people who aren't there, who feel like they're not represented. That's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, or let's look at another one. Assassin's Creed Shadows with Yasuke. Why is it that you, in all the history of Japan, you chose the one non-Japanese person, that's the one black person that stands out? Why? Because forced diversity. You know what I'm saying? There was another conversation that kind of matches the forced diversity thing as well. Disabled people in fantasy. Okay. Now here's the thing: if you live in a fantasy world that has magic that can do all kind of stuff and potions that can do all kind of stuff, imagine like why would you still be like crippled in a wheelchair? You know what I'm saying? I can understand if you was an amputee, like you look at the guy from Full Metal Alchemist. You know what I'm saying? You look at Ed. He is technically disabled. You know what I'm saying? He lost his arm and his leg. But he found a way to compensate for it. But in compensating for it, it also creates a weakness in battle because he's battling other alchemists. And what if somebody deconstructs his arm using alchemy? Now he has one arm. So that is organic diversity. You took his disability and you wrote it into the story in an interesting way. Do you know what forced diversity is like?
Come on, man.
Bunch of idiots, imbeciles, stupid as it gets. Stupid, clueless idiot, a bunch of clueless nuts. Is there anybody here that's got any brains? Stupid, stupid, stupid every day, every night. So stupid. Just really stupid.
Yup, that's right. You know what I'm saying? Amazonian archer woman in a wheelchair. Okay? Alright? You know what I'm saying? Who somehow doesn't miss leg day. Forced diversity. That's what I'm talking about. And forced diversity is killing regular diversity. All right, because there's so much forced diversity that out there that anytime like a person of color or woman or whatever, gets a main character spot, people automatically think they're doing it because they want to be woke. They want a virtue signal. It's DEI. When not all diverse characters are DEI. And the thing is, I understand the reaction of the culture warriors because after a solid block of or a solid decade of just woke content after woke content after woke content and bad story after bad story after bad story involving diversity, eventually you kind of get to a point where like, oh well, yeah, this is just the way it is. All diversity is just going to be woke and bad. And here's the thing: when you get to that mindset, you validate the labels that they put on you. All right, because the last thing you want to do as a culture warrior, the quickest way to lose the culture war is to become the labels that they keep trying to label you as. All right, because I've been called racist, I've been called sexist, I've been called homophobic, transphobic, I've been called all kinds of stuff. I'm not any of those things. I just disagree with your ideology and the way you do, fiction. I just would like escapism. Okay. All right. You know what I'm saying? Which reminds me, I got to do one of those word games always political videos too. I feel like I want to do that again. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, if they call you a gooner, all right, and you over here doing stuff like this, guess what? Regular people are going to think you're a gooner. Okay? If they call you a racist, all right, because you don't like black characters and you over here doing stuff like this.
What the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that? I'm sorry, bro. You know, I wasn't thinking about it.
They're gonna call you racist. All right, regular people are gonna see you as a racist. Or how can you say that you don't hate female characters when you post stuff like this? Ghost of Tsushima stars a Japanese woman samurai warrior because of course it does. They couldn't help themselves until every franchise is built on masculinity is replaced by a woman. So sick of this forced girl boss narrative, man. And the thing is, we don't even know if it's a girl boss character. Saying stuff like this makes you sound like you hate women. Now, I don't think Endymion hates women. No, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I think Endymion hates everything, more than likely. But the thing is, it makes you seem like a bigot. I know most people who are anti-woke are not bigots. That's not what they are. They're not bigots, they're not racist, and not any of the stuff that people label them as. But if you don't determine between a diverse character and a non-diverse character, all right, and you just kind of go off on tangents and stuff like this, then regular people, the important people, the people you're trying to sway to your side, will then believe that you are these istophobes that they try to label you as. It doesn't really end. This is how you lose the culture war. I mean, in this era, so there is still good diversity. All right, you look at stuff like, the Blue-Eyed Samurai. You look at stuff like Isom and the Ripperverse. These are diverse characters that are just characters. All right, highlight those characters. They're good. But of course, reject the woke ones. But don't let the labels they put on you get stuck on you. So that's about it. This is a quick one. I try not to get too long-winded. My last videos have been really long, so I tried to keep it short, sweet, and to the point. Don't get black-pilled. Don't let them label you, and don't turn into the things that they label you as. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, people, keep it real.